الأول متحرك والثاني ساكن. Okay? The first one is moving, the second one is still. First, moving, second, still. And for the sake of less confusion, we'll call this an exception, because I told you over there this is there's one case that you do idhar. This is the other case where you do, the rule in here is idhar. I know I am teaching it as a part of al-idgham al-mutamathil, but this is how they taught it always. I cannot explain it. It is confusing. This is actually should be falling here. But imagine if I broke down this in mutamathil and tell you where do you do idhar? Well, you do it when it's mutaba'idin, but also you do it when you have mutamathilain, where the first one is sakin, moving, and the second one is sakin. It will be more confusing, and this is why you leave it until a little bit later on, until you start getting a better picture. But this in here, actually, the case you do is idhar. You don't do idgham. You don't say this is washdud, ashdud bihi azri, ashdud. Okay, I don't say washdu or ashaddu. I should. I say washdud. I pronounce each one clearly. Idhar means to make it apparent as is. I don't do any fancy footwork on it, right? So this is actually idhar.
These are the example of mutakaribin?
No. This is still same letter. Dal, dal. This is all under mutamathilain. This is all under mutamathilain. Okay? أشدد به أزري نجعل لهم. No. نجعل لهم. I'm sorry. وكنون. I don't say wakun or wakun. No, the first one, because it is impossible for you to do idgham in this case. You have to say waknun. I am pronouncing each letter exactly as it is. Clearly, apparently. Washdud, waknun, ihbib.
Is it washdud or ashdud?
Washdud. Actually, it's the I washdud, but if I were to start on it, it will be ushdud. If I want to begin on it, but that's a whole rule, inshallah, we'll cover this later, which is Hamza al-Wasl. Wahbib. Okay? And again, what is the rule for all of them? Is idhar. So this is an exception within the teaching the idgham al-mutamathilain, but unfortunately this is how always the ulama taught it, and I teach it like them because who am I to teach it in a different way? So, so you know that. And finally we come to the last part. The last part, which is it's semi exception. It is exception or not, which is مدغم وصلا. Because I have it written differently. Let me just word it in a simpler way. وإذا وقف أصبح Okay, let's call it this. ظاهر وقفا مدغم وصلا. What this mean? It is idhar. So I do idhar. It's apparent if I stop. Okay, apparent if stop. Assimilate if I connect. Okay? So if I stop on it, I make idhar. If I continue, I do idgham. Here's this. This, you know this earlier? I told you guys this could be a little confusing. ما أغنى عني مالية. And then you have the star in between, right? You have fasil, you know, the separation of two ayahs. The next ayah is halaka anni, right? Sultaniya. Now, if I were to stop here, ما أغنى عني مالية, right? But what if I want to continue the two ayahs together? What am I going to get? What is this rule? And because this is sukoon, and this is fatha, what is this going to be? The first one. Exactly, mutamathilain. The first one is sakin, right? You guys see this? The second one is moving. So, ما أغنى عني مالية هلك عني مالية هلك. I don't say مالية هلك. I don't say ما أغنى عني مالية هلك مالية هلك. It's going to be just one ha. ما أغنى عني مالية هلك مالية هلك مالية هلك سلطان. So, if I stop, it is idhar. If I continue, it's idgham. And this is the case in any ayah. All of these guys that we covered before. If I wanted to say اضرب بعصاك, right? If I want to say اضرب بعصاك, and in the middle of the recitation I ran out of air and I wanted to stop on it, am I going to merge it to the next one? No, I'm just going to say اضرب, and I'm going to do قلقلة. اضرب اضرب, and then I'm going to continue اضرب بعصاك. Okay? And that's it. That's for the rules of idgham al-mutamathilain. And within idgham al-mutamathilain, there is one exception.